Good afternoon, my dear friends. Myself, Chinmay Timlapur from 7th semester Electronics and Communication Department. So, I am here to present you a C program for encrypted file transfer over network under the guidance of Professor Sunil sir. Now, let us know the theory about it. Here, there are two algorithms for server and client. Coming to the server, that is receiving end algorithm. Create a socket to listen for incoming connections. Bind the socket to a specific IP address and port. Set the socket to listen for incoming connections. Accept the client connections when the client attempts to connect. Now create or open a file to transfer the received data. Loop to receive data from the client in chunks. Now read a chunk of data from the client and write the received data to the file. Now repeat the loop until the client has sent all the data and close the received file and the client socket. Now close the server socket and terminate the program. Next, now coming to the client algorithm, create a socket to establish a connection to the server. Define the server's IP address and port to connect to. Connect to the server using the socket. Now open the file you want to send. Loop to read data from the file and send it to the server. Now read a chunk of data from a file. Send the chunk of data to the server. Repeat the loop until the entire file is sent. Close the file and the client socket. Now we are going to compile the server and client file in GCC compiler, which is in the online. Now we shall see the server code. Here it includes some of the libraries which are namely APRA and INET, and it also has a port number that has to be changed for the desired port number, and it also has the file name that has to be transferred. So we are taking here file to transfer the text, and main function contain the sum of the characters and the definitions. So here is the code for creating the server socket, and here is the code for that accepts the client connections and open and send the file code has to be written here, and this contains some of the loops where it has to occur in a sequential voice. So now let us run it. So this is the full code for server. Now we shall see the output. Now we are getting the server listening the port 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which we have mentioned in the code itself. So the now code has been successfully run. Now it is ready for simulation. Now this shows the server has already connected to the client. Now coming to the next code, that is client code. We shall see the client code now. It is the client code which has been running in another file. So both are connected through the Ethernet, and it also includes some of the libraries similar to that of the server code, and it also has a special server IP address where it has to be connected through the server and client, and the main functions is the similar to that of the server, and to create the client socket and create a file and all. So this is the full code of the client socket. You can see here. Now let us run it. We have compiled it, so it is successfully compiled, and we have received and a file has been transferred from the server to the client. You can see here. So this completes the demonstration of the client server for file transfer of Ethernet. Thank you.